Hello guys, Daniel here with Handy Danny on YouTube and Fernie's Appliance here in my local hometown. Today I was called to a GE dryer that's not heating. It takes 3 cycles before the clothes are even somewhat. So what we're going to first do is we're going to turn it on, see if we have any heat whatsoever. We're going to pull the top off and go from there. Alright, so here's our General Electric dryer. Inside here, the back of that's the heating element. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold this button here, we're gonna turn it on, and we're gonna hit start. Now what we're gonna do is, if this heating element is working, the thermal fuses are good, the back of that should start to glow and we should start to feel heat. And there we are. We have the red glowing, which tells me that the dryer, heating element, thermal fuse, everything is working. However, the complaint is that it's just taking a lot longer to dry than normal, about 3 cycles worth. So what we're gonna do is, if you can see down in there, it looks like that could be filled with a bunch of lint. So we're gonna take this front panel off, and first thing we want to do is unplug it, and then we'll go from there. So if this gets plugged up, you guys can see all the hair. If that gets plugged up there, that'll cause heating issues. You won't be able to get rid of your moisture. And so what we're gonna do is we're gonna get a vacuum cleaner, suck all that out, get it cleaned up all along there. And then once that's done, we also wanna come in here and take a look here and vacuum all this out. Make sure it's cleaned up, and go from there. So I'm gonna get a vacuum cleaner, vacuum that out, and we'll go. All right guys, as you can see, I got it all vacuumed out, vacuumed this out, vacuumed our fan out, vacuumed all around there. So now what we're gonna do, so we're gonna set this back together. So there's the one white screw right there. And now I misplaced my other one, and it goes just right here. And right here in the corner. And then, like I said, this is opened on the bottom. Those just set right in the screw holes. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and flip this around, hold it just like this. This flat piece right here goes back underneath the drum, and then you lift up, and then it's got 2 little tabs there that slip right into the slots right here. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. That sits in there. Make sure you keep your wires out of the way. That's back there. That's there. And it's in place. So what we're gonna do first, so they are back in. I'll go ahead and show you where they went. One right there. Put that one in, and that one there. So our panel's on. The next thing we're gonna do is connect our wires. So we've got our pink and gray and our black and yellow. And those here just match up to these connectors here. So I'm gonna go ahead and set the phone back down and get those harnesses plugged in. Harnesses are plugged back in. The way they're shaped, they will only go together one way. I can actually show you. On here, see, it's got a pointed side and a flat side, so they actually will only go back together one way, just like that. That sits there. Our next deal is we've got a metal bracket that goes here, or our face plate, and we'll get that put back on. Alrighty guys, so what you didn't see me do was unplug this here. All it does is pull straight up. So what we're gonna do is it's got this little tab here, and it goes into this thing right here. And you can see the cutout on that, just like that, and plugs back together. So what we're gonna do is take this and set it straight back in there. This front panel, I'll show you guys here. Take it, set it back in there. Just like that. We'll take our 2 Phillips screws. Put it right back there. And right there, just like that. All right. So now that that's back together, we're gonna go ahead and take your top, pop it right down on there like that. Make sure it's in there. 2 long screws, right down straight. And I might take my Phillips screwdriver here and give it a turn or 2, just to see if it matches. There we go. And again, you can use the Phillips screwdriver the entire time. I'm just gonna go ahead and take my drill, zip it down, zip it down. Actually, if I put it on correctly, the back end will not latch. So I did not, and I'll show you what I mean by that. Right there, it didn't latch in. But you guys can see on this side it did not either. So what we're gonna do, put this phone here and lift back up, and we're going to make sure that it does. Let's take this drill off of there, shall we? Nobody wants to see that. All right. So what we're gonna do, let me show you guys here. So it has these little tabs that stick up right here. You want the back of this here to slide into there. You see that little tab there? Slides into this little tab here. So that's what we need to do first. See if I can get to show you guys here. So if you angle this up, slide it back just like that, and then down, and now you can see this is sealed up. Again, I'm just gonna take my screwdriver, take a couple turns first, couple turns, grab my drill, zip it down. Voila! Powered on. Let's shut it off. We're going to go to speed dry. Hit start. I don't know if you guys could hear that or not, but there was a lot of stuff that got pushed out here. And now we're going to come down here and we're going to see if that heats up. As we're sitting here like that, you guys can see it glowing orange. There you go. So that is heating up nice and hot. As you guys can tell. So I'm gonna go ahead and tighten up the screws down below. We'll go from there. Alrighty guys, so got her all back together. It's running just like we showed a little bit ago. You guys can see the glow that's in there in the drum. That's one thing you can do if the heating, it's heating up but it's not quite drying. It takes several loads to do. Take it apart, clean out where the fan's at, the vent, check the venting from the back of the dryer to the outside of the house. Sometimes them hoses get plugged up with lint and moisture and will not allow the heat to be pushed out. However, if you turn it on and you don't see the back glowing, possible thermal fuse, and I can show you what some of these fuses look like here. I've got a few with me just in case. One here. So if that goes out, your dryer won't heat up, or your heating element. You can take your multimeter, check it. If there's no continuity, you can also look for a break in the heating element. I've got another dryer that shows you, or another video that shows you how to do one type of those. I'll continue making some of those videos, but if this helps you guys, please click like, subscribe, and